Yuan Bingyan's rebound is irredeemable, and Meeting You Again in Falling Blossoms, which has been tried commonly, has bombed once more. As of late, the crackdown on terrible specialists has become increasingly severe. It is explicitly specified that no way to stand up is given. When the outrage is uncovered and analysis is accounted for, it will require minutes for even the most famous craftsmen to tumble from the special stepped area. All through media outlets, there are such a large number of examples learned, and craftsmen who have imploded houses arise and perpetually. All things considered, there are still specialists who are fortunate, for example, Yuan Bingyan, who was presented because of duty issues. Talking about Yuan Bingyan, she has quite recently become well known. The street of performing expressions is on the ascent, yet it is profoundly upset, and the ubiquity and informal dive to the base, and it is dealt with contrastingly by the entire organization short term. Yet, contrasted with the others, Yuan Bingyan's studio freely gave an assertion expressing that the installment had been made up in time. However, her inner studio's microblogs were not frozen, and there were dynamic updates occasionally. Starting here, a view provided that this is true, she might in any case get an opportunity to stand up. Not just that, she and Zheng Hanliang featured in the ensemble show Cheng Yi Huan. The Authority Weibo delivered a banner of a two-man photograph with Zheng Hanliang during the mid-pre-winter celebration. Yuan Bingyan's name was not utilized with the expulsion of the name. Clearly the show Cheng Yi Huan actually perceives Yuan Bingyan as the champion. There is additionally the Xiangsha show Falling Blossoms Meet You Once More featuring Liu Zuai. It is accounted for that the show has gotten a circulation permit, and there is likewise news that being communicated in December is logical. This news quickly pulled in the consideration of netizens. Remarks normally, it is likewise enraptured, imagining that on the off chance that Yuan Bingyan can get back in the saddle, then, at that point, the past hardly any won't be an issue. No, it's nearly December, and the expecting netizens should be anxious to see the fundamental show. However, sadly, the hearts loaded with assumptions are going to be frustrated once more. Can see the principal show on the web, even the opportunity to be remembered for the transmission plan. No, all things considered, the ongoing internet-based dramatizations can communicate with a permit gave by the state organization of radio, film and TV, yet can go web-based in the wake of going through a severe third survey of the substance. Starting here, a view, Meeting You Again in the Falling Blossoms ought to just have one capability, and Yuan Bingyan is the greatest hindrance. Normally, the stage side won't put it on the screen at the gamble of an individual test. At the point when I found out about the preliminary previously, I believed it would be no issue to be perceived by the state. I never believed that the news this time made Meeting the Lord Again in the Falling Blossoms quite far off. The substance needs to go through severe checks, so just Yuan Bingyan overcoming everything is sufficient. All things considered, on the off chance that a show is sent off, assuming that the fame of the actual work is definitely not exactly the contention of the actual entertainers, regardless of whether it is sent off, it will be insignificant. So the people who need to watch Meeting You Again in the time of Falling Blossoms can pause. Regardless of whether it will be communicated is as yet unclear. Basically, it will be sad when it is communicated sooner rather than later. 02. The ensemble show helping out Cheng Yi will be communicated in Africa. Furthermore, Zheng featuring Zhang Yuxi and Cheng Yi will be communicated in English-named form on African television on December 2nd. In the play, Zhang Yuxi plays Cheng Royu, who is profoundly enamored with Qi Yan. This is Zhang Yuxi and Cheng Yi later Li. This is the subsequent joint effort. Has everybody found this sets of CPs? Uncle Yuan Fang saw Zhang Yuxi and his partner go out to do nucleate corrosive. That day, Zhang Yuxi was wearing a white outcoat and a dark crested cap, holding up in accordance with the two partners. Zhang Yuxi brought her head down to play with her cell phone. At the point when the line was practically up, she took her cell phone and turned around to visit with the colleague. Then she raised her cell phone to examine the code to enlist, and removed her cover for nucleic corrosive testing. In the wake of completing the nucleic basic analysis, Zhang Yuxi peered down at her cell phone and left the testing point, sitting tight for two partners out and about, the three remaining by walking together, and afterward hung tight for the transport out and about. During this period, Zhang Yuxi's eyes were constantly fixed on the screen of the cell phone. Then, at that point, Zhang Yuxi turned upward and glanced around. One of the associates gave her his cell phone to check out, and the two talked out and about. The vehicle showed up sooner or later, and them three got in the vehicle and left together. It is supposed on the web that Zhang Yuxi and Cheng Yi's new show The South Wind Knows My Psyche will be communicated in December, following Light Me to Warm You featuring Chen Fiai and Zhang Jinggai. The show of Zhang Yuxi and Cheng Yi has been finished in February 2021, and there has been news that it will be communicated on the web, yet it has not been communicated as of not long ago. Could it be said that you are anticipating this show? To see the most recent status of any VIP, come and leave a message in the remark region. 03. Victors of the Weibo Vision Gathering, Xiao Zhan, Child, and Zhao Lucy won the honors alone, with higher gold substance. What to watch? On November 29, 2022, the Weibo Vision Gathering will be held, and different distinctions will be reported thus. Yin Tao, Zhao Liang, Zhang Ruoyan, Mao Xiantuang, Angela Bi, Xiao Zhan, Tan Jianxi, Zhao Lucy, Wang Hedi, Chen Fiao and different stars made the big appearance to get respects. This meeting has assembled a great deal of traffic stars. How the coordinator rewards them turns out to be vital. If you don't watch out, it will cause a fan fight. The persuasive entertainers of the year are Lei Jiayan and Yan Tao. This grant is granted last, which is really identical to Shedi and Shihuang. It is equivalent to the rundown of victors of the Brilliant Falcon Grant. Informal entertainers of the year are Zhang Kaili and Liu Mitio. They are the penultimate honors to be introduced, and the victors will likewise be veterans. This is the admiration of the coordinators for them. The penultimate honor was Quality Entertainer of the Year, and the victors were Zhao Liang and Zhang Ruoyan. This grant has a high gold substance. Notwithstanding, Zhao Liang and Zhang Ruoyan won the honor together, which coincidentally brought down the gold substance of this honor. The honors of the Weibo Vision Gathering are not partitioned into people, so one individual can win the award, or two individuals can win the award. For instance, Xiao Zhan, he won the Expressive Entertainer of the Year without anyone else, and he was the fourth to last honor delivered, so his honor is the most significant honor in the crowd. The fifth to last honor is Persuasive Individual of the Year and the victor is Child, the fifth to last honor is Incredible Entertainer of the Year and the champ is Zhao Lucy. The gold substance of these two honors is additionally exceptionally high, since they are both granted independently. Grants, for example, Fantastic Entertainer can once in a while be post-screening and post-acting. Zhao Liang and Child are agents of 85 Blossoms. They are old and solid, have not removed from the phase of history, and are as yet top stars. Be that as it may, Yangzi and Diliba, the remarkable entertainers of 90 Blossoms, didn't come. To such an extent that 95 Blossoms tends to get the class and hold on to power ahead of time, Zhao Lucy, Guan Xiantuang, and Yang Chaoyu have all come. Guan Xiantuang came out on top for the championship of Beguiling Entertainer of the Year, and Yang Chaoyu brought home the championship of New Entertainer of the Year. Among the 495 Blossoms, just Yu Shuxin didn't come. It would be superb assuming that he came. Non-well-known diversion pundit Wu Qingguang called attention to, as far as male stars, nobody can match Xiao Zhan. However, there are three male stars who will be extremely famous later on, to be specific Tan Jianxi, Wang Hedi, and Chen Fiao. Both Tan Jianxi and Chen Fiao have acted in Dege shows, however they were not communicated because of strategy reasons. When they are communicated, they will be first class. Wang Hedi has become top traffic due to the fame of the television series Kanglinju, yet there is as yet a hole with Xiao Zhan. Wang Hedi was brought into the world in 1998, and Chen Fiao was brought into the world in 2000, both of whom have extraordinary possibilities.